Okay. So, we have about another minute or so until ads are done. But since neither player is looking at stuff right now, this will be a special sub-only preview of the board. Looks like a pretty fun board, and I'm very excited to see both the very hards I've actually practiced on here. I'll get more into the board specifics in the next minute or so, but okay, let me just have that typed. There will be another 37 seconds of ads, but give me time to fix my hat too. Also, my hat has a hat, which is adorable. I'll be pointing that out a lot today, because I like it.
That's awesome.
Thanks. Okay, so looks like ads are about done, so if you want to go ahead and mute and deafen, and I'll confirm we're ready in the Bingo Sync chat, we should be good to go. Good luck. Okay. Just confirming that a guy is ready, and then we should be good to start the countdown. Alright, so generals in this game are find an Easter egg UFO in 5 games, defeat a boss in 6 games, Alpha Trilogy, which I feel like I haven't seen like at all this season, so I'm actually kind of excited to see it show up. 7 gifts from games on this card, and 3 gold discs, which aligns very, very well with Alpha Trilogy. We also get the rare synergy of defeat a boss in 6 different games and block Koala, so we may see a back-to-back nights of a Flaming Disc kill. Hi everyone, on stream by the way. The very hards, as I mentioned, are Camouflage and Block Koala, which do require a little bit of practice, but I think even if you like don't entirely know where to go in those, you can kind of wing them if you like absolutely have to. Special Halloween edition of Night Manor Gold Disc, by the way. This is actually a very friendly board for gold discs, so I think we may not even need to see just Alpha Trilogy for that. I didn't even have time to mention the exceptionally good Pin Golf Center Square. This is, I think, either the easy or the medium in Pin Golf. I'll be watching just to make sure that a guy dunks on everyone, but this is a pretty easy goal for players to normally figure out whether they got it or not. And it doesn't have to be 5 courses in a row, so like even if a guy isn't sure if that dunk counted or whatever, he could just play through to hole 6 if he absolutely has to. I think that was a dunk though, because I think it ricocheted off the flat ground. Hi Canvas, hi Guri, welcome in. Alright. I have never seen a dunk on this hole not go into the hole right there, but I think we are 3 for 3 on dunks so far. And Luminant having the holiday spirit and immediately going for the Night Manor Gold Disc. Also a very strong play just because of how dang fast it is anyway. And with the Pilot Quest progress, is actually already starting to kind of push this like bottom row bingo. It's not by like a very demanding lead or anything, but it is being pushed. And there's the dunk right there. So I don't think either of those were dunks, so I do hope the guy just... Okay, that one definitely wasn't a dunk, so I think guy's just going to go ahead and go another hole up ahead, which is totally fine. This one's kind of a hard hole to get the dunks on anyway, so personally I kind of like just doing it on this one. Alright, still has dunked. I guess I haven't been super confirming if he's been over par on any of the ones that he's dunked on, but I think the only one that would even come close is this one specifically. Okay. So did dunk on every stroke on that one, but shot over par, so is still going to need one more. Very nice shot. And also a very clean Night Manor gold disc, especially with the very early pilot progress. Okay, so there was a dunk at the end of that to shoot in. There's a dunk at the end of that one. And a very nice dunk to chip it in. I think that's 5. But I also don't blame a guy for being a little unsure and just going a little over. Okay, so speaking of going over, struggle pit is struggle pitting. Okay, and we are seeing Lords of Disconia to have 5 enemy discs drown. Unfortunately for Luminant, she did not get a board where there's water in any favorable position for her at all. He's 1 in 3 with dunks. Okay, so I've now lost track if he's on 3 or 4, but to be honest, if you're going in this far, you might as well just kind of... Okay, I was going to say, I'm pretty sure that was 4. You're not going to stay in for the golds, which honestly on this board kind of makes sense in my opinion, because there are golds like all over the place. And we are popping into Mooncat to defeat 6 unique enemy types and start to push the bottom to top diagonal bingo. While Luminant does have a little bit of pilot quest progress, it's not like she has like a super demanding amount. So this still could be a pretty aggressive push on this diagonal bingo here. Could also just be guy playing a game, he's exceptional at too. As someone who, sorry to jinx you. As someone who was a little struggling with this goal last week, I am curious to see the route that he takes through here. Is this loud? No, it's not. Okay. Alright. I think this will be the gift for Mooncat, if I understand the route correctly. Yes. I've heard that it's actually a little more advantageous in this goal to go slightly forward on the screen. Kill the eyeball, die, and then go into the red warp, just so when you hit that bird, it's like the last thing you gotta do. But thankfully a guy is fast enough in Mooncat that that shouldn't be much of an issue. Luminant trying to get just the chip for the corner there to be able to push that vampire in, but unfortunately wasn't able to get the angle. And now this vampire's just gonna feast on these slimes. Alright, there's 6.
Oh man, I forgot to eat that cupcake because you moved it over here.
I left it on the table for a while, but
A day.
it was over here for like 2 or 3 days.
It was there for a day.
I just moved that over there after I'd cleaned the kitchen, so. And we are seeing the early push for Pilot Quest. Do we get the canvas luck? That's okay.
Why are there markers missing from this?
I don't know. I thought I'd put all
Well, I
the...
see at least one marker missing from it, so that's fun.
So I don't know, I have not been keeping track of how many discs Luminant's been able to drown on this, but thankfully this is a goal that's pretty cut and dried as a player. There's some goals where like you definitely need the casting eyes on you at all times to be able to confirm that you like did it correctly, but if a disc drowns or not in Disconia is pretty easy to track. Okay. We are getting to see some rock on. Have all 6 fully upgraded caveman types at once. I personally prefer to do this goal by getting a chicken farm going first, and I think guys starting to see that now. So this could be a scenario where Guy is potentially going to try to force Luminant into this block koala very hard. And if you have not practiced block koala, beating 9 story levels is a pretty heavy investment. And like honestly, even if you have practiced block koala, it's still a pretty heavy investment just moving around the map and trying to remember what levels you're actually supposed to be taking. Okay. So Guy now does have his chicken farm online, but just has 4 like regular guys. And unfortunately the regular guys are not very efficient for their damage, like at all. Oh, right, that quick battle space. I was not expecting that square to light up, because I guess I hadn't read that winning a quick battle was even on there. In that case, if anyone would like to go back and watch to confirm how many discs Luminant was able to drown there, in case she ends up going back into Disconia later in the match, that could potentially be helpful. If not, I guess I will, just to be safe, try to load up my VOD and rewatch. Thankfully, both players... Oh, we get the ingot! Nice. Okay. So can potentially push for the blaster even on this, like, first round. We'll need to get a little lucky here, but already has gotten lucky to, open this up in the first place, so... Okay, so now we have 5 chickens, so this should just be a matter of spending all of that money. Alright. Did take a hit from the electricity in Big Borg, so it has to be a little careful here. That electricity came real close. And the electricity will drain by 30 seconds, while the bombs will drain by 60, so basically, oof. No! Oh, able to save it, just barely. Gonna haul her ass back to the start and just take those Soldnax and go, I think. That was clutch. I'm glad I looked up for that. And this also will be a boss, assuming the guy is able to kill the mammoth here. You don't normally get to see Rockon as a boss in 6, but this is a pretty good synergy, seeing as how he's already halfway through. It sounded like it was the bag, and then I looked down and it was the goldfish.
Yep. No one even got first in my stream.
Oh, well, on me. People just started chatting and were excited.
No, like people just started taking early buns instead of first.
Leaving it for me.
I just don't understand.
Swoop.
Thanks.
You're welcome. We are seeing some pretty efficient rock-on play, using the meat mid-round to be able to upgrade the units. This should pretty much already be enough, I think. Trying to go over to the give up screen to be able to skip that wave 9 screen from coming up, so definitely pretty comfortable in rock-on, and smart to chain this as what I presume is going to be a boss. I've missed exactly... Oh, we are down to 6 seconds left in Pilot Quest, but Luminant able to clutch it up, get 9 ingots and 3 meat. God damn. This is some of the most big ballin' Pilot Quest early in the game I've seen. And to be honest, the rest of the squares that are in that bottom row are not the slowest. So Wild Guy is starting to threaten his own bingo up top. Okay, and that is a boss. And heading into a tactics to head that off now. Very good call.
I saw that's actually true.
I had to scroll down so far for Rock On and the bosses.
Theo got first, but after 2 early buns were already redeemed. And Jasmine and Jean.
Yeah, the guys in this, like, dungeon area have proven to be kind of annoying lately, and I say this as someone who's actually, like, had to play a bit of Pilot Quest lately. I feel like they are constantly in a position that I, like, don't want them to be in.
I'm not really sure. Hi, Chom. How are you? Oh, I'm going to see you all.
But I think with Guy correctly reading that Luminant is potentially pushing for that bottom bingo and not having like nearly as much Pilot Quest progress, this is definitely the play to just play a tactics for a bit. If you're able to clear ranked mode without losing any flags, this is just 5 levels of a tactics, which is pretty dang fast. And honestly, like, even if you lose, like, having to play an extra like match or 2 is generally okay. Actually 4, thank you, Candace. So I wonder if Luminant is going to pop back into Disconia later in the game, like knowing that she has that advantage already. And I'm also wondering if she was keeping track herself. Because it's kind of one of those things. We found the gear. Okay, we're just going for the Pilot Quest gold disc at this point. Oh, you were talking about the tactics levels, yeah, for perfects, yeah. Oh, yeah, because you start at 10. Or you don't start at 10, but you just need to get up to 50. You don't actually have to play 50. So we did pick up the gear, but that is unfortunately not the blaster. We do have...
Why? Because I was scrolling on my phone.
How did that wind hit her? I didn't even see that wind. We do have the Zoldynax for teleporters, though. We almost have the Zoldynax for the other teleporter goal.
Still tired. Yeah. I started scrolling on like my personal Instagram.
Okay, so looking like we are going to have to go another game in a tactics since a guy had lost the flag. As long as he's able to win in this match, should be okay, but there are a lot of spear guys coming up.
So basically, Yvonne is old, and I kind of just fell into a doom spiral about that.
Oh, also, Luminant
Had a
has a
bit of
boss
existential
in
crisis.
Pilot Quest.
And just
It's
stayed
pretty
scrolling
rare
on that
to
Instagram
see
until 2 a.m.
Pilot Quest and Rock On as the first two games of bosses in this run, but it was
Hi,
just kind of
Carrie.
lined up pretty
I
well.
was hanging out on your diamond painting stream yesterday, but I was looking real hard. I was turning
And I don't think a guy saw an Easter egg UFO, so I think we're good so
I mean,
far
I guess
and
I'm
everything
also
else.
wearing like a skirt. They're 21 years old in 4th grade. I knew them when they were in 4th grade. They're 21 now. I was horrified when I saw that she just celebrated her 21st birthday. I was like, I'm not
Okay,
that much
Luminant
older
is in a
than
little
you.
bit of a sketch spot. I'm not sure how she ended up here, but
What the fuck do you mean?
Time
And then I just started crying. I was like,
is
"This
slipping. Needs to clear out some. Oh no, what a big drop. Unfortunate. Yeah, that is a lot of Pilot Quest progress lost, unfortunately. And for what it's worth, she does have the knowledge of where the blaster isn't, which is pretty helpful knowledge for wherever it actually is. And in Pilot Quest, even if you fail rounds like that, it is sometimes still helpful to just have big expeditions and figure out where you actually need to go. So was able to win that one, but only had one flag, so only gets a couple points out of it.
Yeah, I don't know when like I became mid-30s. I had to stay after class yesterday and take that quiz that I missed because it was like right after I had to go to the ER. And my professor was like asking me if I had any plans for
I am a little
anything,
sad that
and
we
I was
haven't
like,
gotten to see the double block koala, or actually technically triple block koala synergy right here.
No, I just like to chill. And he was like, oh, back when you were younger. And I was like, oh yeah, I mean, I'm 35 now.
Should have probably
so.
grabbed some water before this
And
match
he was
there.
like, shocked. He was like, I never would have guessed you were 35. And I was like, yep.
I always struggle with this bounce off of the spider from the left side.
That I feel, but not like the bad kind of jealousy. I just wish that also happened to me.
Okay.
It's addicting. I can see that.
Apparently Luminant has already gotten the Mooncat gift, but got it there as well.
Why
And this
is Moni here just
is
giving everybody
presumably just
nicknames?
for a gold disc at this
She's a
point.
nickname bot?
I have a hard time seeing why it wouldn't be for a gold disc, I guess.
I mean, what do you mean technically? My new neighbor also said I shouldn't be old enough to be named after the Little Mermaid. Is Jasmine from the Little Mermaid, or is that not your real name?
Also, looking through this, this might be one of the most gold-friendly cards of all time. I got Night Manor, Mortal 2, Velgress, Mooncat, Pin Golf, Quiver Race, Camouflage, Hot Foot, and Overbold that are all within like 10 minutes.
4-week-old puppies? Are you kidding me?
We do love puppies. Alright, we're blocking in.
Puppies.
I think after grabbing that block of the... Oh, and we're immediately heading to Flamingus? Or we're going to the Eastern levels first? That makes more sense. Okay.
Wait, Mandy German Shepherd
Don't get
loves
too
to
excited.
Entertain Mandy's Tuma's other dog. Well, wait, what kind was the other dog, too? And then what was the mom
It's
and dog with
46 that you want to go to. Just pulling up the resource dock just to be certain,
So cute.
which is a good call, I would say.
My legal name is Ariel. Jasmine was my dog. Oh my god.
But I think the Eastern levels you want to do are 42, 46, And then I learned 47 just because it was a little bit easier to learn, but I think 49 is the one that's technically faster. But just being able to use the fact that the frogs don't immediately like lock, like there's a little bit of a delay, to be able to completely cheese that level and not need to do anything that you're actually supposed to do for it.
Barking around here, I always will yell, "Save the puppies!"
Yeah, I think this is a good call because that effectively, like, kind of the way the Luminant's cornering off that Disconia space. Snake. Hook. Sack. No, you went too far.
If there's a siren
Sacks.
going, it will like howl along.
End of
with the
hook.
siren. I don't know which dog it is. but it's
Sacks.
Ever. Maybe it's window dog.
Tetris.
I will always
Woo. We both wooed at the same time. That was funny.
That was adorable.
Fun and I are both streaming right now, and we both wooed at the same time for different things.
I wooed technically, but we did say woo.
But they just said woo.
I was just about to say that. But the dog will woo along with the siren to help it out.
Alright, and that's a very quick gold disc and Mooncat.
The dog looks German Shepherd ass. Mama Sugar not sure, but maybe nice. The bully breed puppies are bloodless, sunlight, and very
Yeah, so 47, this level is a little tricky because it introduces these blue tiles that can only be pushed by other tiles. But you basically just kind of loop around and push this stuff over. You push that 2 over to the left and then turn it into a 3 and then just loop around again. It's a little time consuming, but it's not as bad as trying to learn the other level that is technically faster, I think. Puppies are the best. So meanwhile, Luminant is popping back into Pilot Quest. As we mentioned before, basically by process of elimination, Luminant now has a pretty good idea of where the blaster is actually at. So she can sort of just beeline straight for it, grab the blaster, and I don't think that would super, like it doesn't really make much sense to stay in Pilot Quest past that. But has some good knowledge at least already. Oh, yeah, I guess you can do that. I'd normally just push that 3 around again, but that's better.
The fridge to get her some water so she could take her meds. Oh yeah, he grabbed her meds. I was like, what an angel dog.
Alright, go into Kick Club.
She had like a dog tied to
have
the
5
refrigerator,
extra
so the
lives
dog
at
could
once.
easily open
Never
the
mind,
fridge.
just undusting it, trying to figure out where to go next.
I didn't know Sarah's dog
And
videos were a
popping
thing.
into Rakshasa. Beat the green mini-boss by arriving with 4+ skulls. This one is also pretty fast. You just have to die a couple of times and then go fight a slightly harder mini-boss. I don't even remember what the difference is outside of it being green. I think it moves slightly faster, but I'm not even 100% sure about that.
Oh my god, I would love to meet him in person.
Yeah, unfortunate Pilot Quest board for Luminant. Meanwhile, it looks like we have enough seeds. I was gonna say, please don't buy more. You have enough to craft an ingot, get to the meat farm the old-fashioned way by earning it, I guess. And I think this is now a guy's first chance to head out.
The way he like hopped up on the counter to look for a
Very
blanket,
smart
was
to
like,
notice
oh,
that he
there's
had just
one.
enough
And I
seeds
went
to be able to
and
plant
grabbed
another one, so might as well earn a little bit of passive income while you're on your way out.
So
And yeah, Luminant's spawns for the blaster are unfortunately going to be pretty far away, so it wouldn't surprise me to see her kind of just leave Pilot Quest on the board for a little bit. Get a chance to earn even like 3 or 4 meat potentially in like 20 minutes, and then come back and try that goal if it's still available at that point.
Well, that's why I love this song, because it's featuring Odyssey.
120 HP instead of 80 and drops bombs. Okay. Well, we will see that boss here now.
Does it have like a weird gigantic zit on the front of my neck? What the fuck is that? Besides rude.
Okay, and that green boss is down. And frogs are everywhere.
I would hope he'd be nice, but it hasn't happened yet. Even my parents, he's still a butt about, and they're familial scent.
I think now going to try to stay in for
Well,
the potential of a boss kill in a game. This is a pretty good game to do that in my opinion, if you are feeling confident in your Rakshasa, because you don't really have to go that much further. The stage 1 boss doesn't change if you die, right? Just the mini-boss does. I admittedly don't know what changes in Rakshasa as you died really early on, as well as I probably should. These fly enemies are the absolute worst. The regular fly enemies in this are already pretty annoying, but these like green and purple versions of them are absolutely brutal. Okay, meanwhile, a guy looks like he was able to make it back for an expedition and is now going into Seaside. Reach 200,000 is definitely the longest goal left on this diagonal. And that caramel space is just one level in caramel. And I think Guy knows that Mooncat plus a couple of other quick bingo lines are available.
And I'm like, huh? Hi, how are you? So good to see you. You're good, that's great to hear. You have a kitty? Is it the one that you were gonna try to get?
Cute.
That we talked about before? Or a different one? It's Luna, long black kitty, yay!
Yeah, I understand the appeal of trying to go for that UFO, but I think getting a boss in this game is a little more important at this point.
Think of the time that Kathy Hilton on Housewives could remember the name of the charity Homeless Not Toothless.
The 3 games that have bosses as of right now before Seaside joins this are Rakshasa, Pilot Quest, and Rock On, and I think that's rad. Seaside is going to be the first, like, quote-unquote normal game for a boss on this board so far, and I really like that.
Look how cute my cat is, and all you can see is her eyes. Just a big...
I also like that the frames that are showing for a guy aren't actually showing this boss taking damage, even though it, like, very clearly is. That's just the way the Discord capture is lining up right now, but...
Is that the one we were talking about before that you were going to try to get, but then you wanted to make sure you had no space
so I think Luminant is now seeing the threat of that diagonal starting to form, as well as... Oh yeah, I guess it's probably just to block the diagonal at this point if she's going for golds. And forgot that Guy got that Mooncat square super fast.
Black kitty, best kitty.
So I guess one of the benefits of playing through Seaside up until 200k points is that I'm pretty sure you have to play at least through level 3 anyway. So we do also get to see the Seaside Drive UFO as one of an Easter egg UFOs. So this is why it's important to know your general goals, because there is still synergy for this on an extended play. And these players both know kind of how long Seaside Drive normally takes. But if you're in here for other spaces on the board already, it kind of makes sense to just grab a UFO while you're here.
Oh, making biscuits on Everest. How cute.
Speaking of, I don't think we've seen Luminant wait for the UFO. Also, I haven't been watching super close on this run, but having minus 11 already is very strong run.
The eyeballs in the little kitty tower.
Can we get the dark cherry? That'd be really rad.
Probably would have gotten the black cap.
We're on pace.
Put these two bastards in my house.
I need to learn that version of the hole-in-one for that course, because I have a consistent version, but I don't. I like that version more. I've seen a couple. It might have actually even been luminant, but I've seen a couple of people get that shot where they just dunk down on that one tile, and the way it like lines up your arc, it ends up working perfectly. So one thing that is pretty stressful about the 200k goal is you are very reliant on the bonus game in Seaside to be able to get the score that you need for that. And unfortunately, the bonus game in Seaside is only available if you don't die. So it puts like a lot of pressure on your runs to basically just be perfect Seaside, because having to play Seaside for an extra level than you're like maybe intending can be the difference between your opponent getting a different square that they maybe wouldn't get before.
No one's talking about socks, honey. We're talking about cats.
So stage 13 unfortunately went a little tough. I've unfortunately noticed that the pinball portion of pin golf does pop up sometimes, and it is really funny when it does. I got the swag dunk too. Nice.
I don't know what I expected her to say to that. She's not wrong. Jesus!
That's a loud phone.
Why was it so loud? Oh, because like connected.
But we got the eagle on that one. Nice. Luminant's been playing some good pin golf.
May you hand me my meds, please?
Go.
Thanks. Hi, Nick. How's it going?
There's been like one hole that she's struggled with on this one so far, and everything else has otherwise been pretty much perfect. I missed if she got the 2-stroke internal logic. Oh no, we didn't finish the bonus game. Unfortunate. So if you don't keep that coin bouncing... Oops. Yeah, so as I was mentioning, you are very reliant on the bonus game for that, because you get like thousands and thousands of points for each brick that you break in the breakout minigame. So Guy is absolutely going to get an Easter egg UFO here, because he kind of has to stay in that long anyway. I love that both players have played extended pin golf, and the first UFO that we're seeing in this match is going to be Seaside Drive.
Nick, how are you doing? Good to see you.
And then died on stage 3, so isn't going to get the bonus game for this.
The funny thing is, Jasmine is very...
Is Guy going to even get to 200k? Because now Guy needs another 80,000 points. And I don't remember how much the bosses actually give. I'm pretty sure the final boss gives 50k? So I imagine he's probably okay if he just stays in for the gold disc. But unfortunately, staying in for the Seaside Drive gold disc is maybe not the play that Guy was necessarily intending on by going into this.
You're good? That's good. And it takes a few months.
Okay, so the next 2 bosses will give enough.
Well, that's what we like to hear.
And meanwhile, speaking of extra lives, Luminant is back into Kit Club to have 5 of them. If you don't die, this goal is pretty fast. If you die once, this goal is manageable, but you gotta play a little bit farther and then play into hard levels. And if you died twice, especially early on, you should probably just reset. And it does look like Luminant at least does know the power of staying in the right corner. If you're the girl character, I guess. If you're the boy character, you want to stay in the left corner. But you can see here how quickly Luminant was able to bounce into the stage there. If you're in the upper corner of whatever stage the ball will bounce in on, you end up saving I want to say a second and a half or something on each bounce. And given the Kick Club has 40 levels, it really starts to add up pretty quick. And honestly, a lot of the top corner areas are pretty fast, and even when you mess it up kind of like that, it's getting a one bounce is still pretty fast.
Oh, you're looking away quite silent.
Yeah, you can kind of always tell who's good at Kick Club and stuff if they are willing to wait in the corner. Because I didn't learn that until I started to speedrun Kick Club, and then I was like, holy shit, this is so fast. You really don't realize how much time you spend bouncing, if you're on the wrong side of the screen, until you're on the wrong side of the screen, and you're just like, dear God, let me play this level. And the ball's just going boom, 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 and then you get to start the level. It really starts to add up. So yeah, luckily guy has 3 lives and only needs another 10k points. I think at this point it probably makes sense to just beat this level and get a gold disc, even if this is probably not a gold disc that you were intending on getting.
It actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, so...
Is this absolute unit Pikachu? No, this is Pompompurin. He's a cutie. He's a Hello Kitty dog. And he has a hat on. Unless you were talking about this absolute unit Pikachu, at which point, yes it is. I forgot I had that behind me. Yeah, I get
your pom-pom-purin on the cam.
Yeah, our costumes came out cute this year. Shoutouts to Bun, and shoutouts to Vex for actually giving us the little hats. Okay, so we are gonna quit out. I understand that play, because if you're a guy, you're probably just done. Oh, and also 3 gold discs has already been marked, so no point in waiting on that. I forgot to mark off the Night Manor gold, that's why I didn't mark that off. Okay. Okay, so here we will see if Luminant kept track of how many discs she drowned earlier. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if disc drowning is something that the player side tracker has. If it doesn't, I guess some goals might be worth potentially having that in the future. Okay, there's water on both sides. So as long as she's able to get a unit that can actually... Okay, so you can drown that ogre right there, actually. Just shoot over that way, Oh, might be in a weird spot. Oh, it was in the spot to drown, but then got knocked out of it. As long as she's able to use the dragon there? Yeah, there you go. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, when Luminant was in Lords of Disconia earlier, I was watching guys' gameplay and didn't actually know how many discs she drowned, so as a caster courtesy, it would be nice if she drowned 5. Should be 1, okay. So in that case, she's up to number 2 now. Do that same shot again. That was a funny shot.
I'm tired and I haven't even done anything.
Okay, so I think we are in on a boss rush now. Seeing as how we popped into Mini and Max and we are now in Campanella 1. I guess I'll wait on Campanella 1 until we actually get it. Shoutouts to Leclerc getting a kill. I don't get to see that very often. Honorable death there, buddy. Fortunately, you're not going to be able to drown these fishmen on account of they live in water. It's just going to take a reset there. She is up to 3 and just needs another favorable layout here. Yeah. By the way, I'm personally glad that self-drowns count as a kill for this goal, because it would be very annoying if you watch the AI. Oh no, the rat!
Where it, like,
Oh, that was tragic. I know exactly what she was trying to do, and I did not think it was going to angle like that either.
for you as the hex.
Oh man. Alright, there's the Camp 1 boss.
Specifically on a siren, that's funny. Because it uses one of those.
So
sirens
with that, a
against
guy
the
has
sirens.
hopped in front. Are we gonna see the Flamingus kill?
We were on Pokemon.
We do already have 3 Eastern levels.
Okay, wait, I think I remember you mentioning this before. I was Snorlax, Hubbles, Gengar, Roses, Charizard, and Bunny was a Black Baby.
Luminant quit out
Baby.
in Disconia, or quit out in Kick Club before getting to the boss, right?
There's a voice line too? That's great. Well, now I want to do that one.
Because I know she died once or twice in Kick Club and probably just quit out after that, but
Why are you sorry?
hover over it again. 2-1. Okay, she did make it. Thank you.
Don't be sorry. You're allowed to.
Okay, so looks like we are just in a straight up boss rush race. A guy is, I think, slightly ahead on this. I don't actually know my timing of the Cyber Owls boss compared to Camp boss. But Luminant still has Campanella and Minion Max available.
Monique, give her a rude nickname.
Yeah, this will be close.
Wake me up inside.
Judging by neither player having used Flamingus as a boss kill yet, I think it is safe to say that neither of them is aware of it. But it would count as a story level for the very hard also. And it's not that long of a level, just in case anyone is wondering and doesn't know it yet. There's like 4 steps you gotta do for it. And if you do it all like optimally, it's like a minute level. Or like a minute and like 15 seconds or something like that.
It's weird when I wear mascara, like I actually have eyelashes. What do you mean?
Okay, there's the boss in Camp 1. The
The
guy is in
I
position.
think I'm
Nope.
being silly and
Okay.
sarcastic, and then it comes out mean. And I'm like, oopsie, dial it back. Dial it back.
Guy has both of his dim sum available, has the reticle directly on here, so should be a quick kill here. Are we gonna see the Flamingus kill? Okay, we did get the quick kill on Maniac, which is nice.
I'm just trying to be a sassy pants.
So the rest of this should be good. I'm just gonna go ahead and mark it off now. Oh, never mind. I'm gonna unmark that because unfortunately was not able to kill the second portion of that boss.
So figure out what's
And
wrong
you
with
do
it,
have to kill both portions of that boss for it to count, so
'cause I can't tell you.
necessary switch to Koala Rana here. And we are not seeing the Flamingus kill. Unless Luminant's not 100% sure where level 50 is at, but oh, no we are. Cool, okay. So level 50 in Block Koala does count as a
Also, an
boss.
exhausting day too,
Basically all you have to do is move all of the decaying tiles out of the way and eventually push that
Right,
red
real
4
hard, though.
over. I think Luminant taking a look at that and saying, no, fuck that. And popping into Mortal 2 instead.
I will just say that
We'll be
Vale
able to
is
also get
extremely
credit
thin right
for in one run get eaten by all 4 worms.
Extremely thin
And if she's able to pivot that into a gold disc, the hearts at the end of this will count as a boss.
And
Hi Arya, how's it going?
yeah.
Thanks.
Aria, hi.
Yeah, Bun and I dressed up real cute. You want to see the other half of this couple's costume, by the way. I almost did an exclamation Bun in Bun's chat because I also have her chat pulled up.
For race today? Oh, sorry I'm not on your level. I just tried really hard the one time, but like I couldn't stop, so. Maybe that's the same as 3 times. You were crying 10 minutes ago. No. And Crunch almost cried today. What's with today?
Well, in this boss rush, we at least got to see Flamingus. But I would encourage players to potentially just know generally how to get through Flamingus. Because in the case of like this board specifically, this is actually like a prime opportunity to be able to kill Flamingus and get credit for like at least 2 different squares. Including one of the very hards, which I'm not sure if it's going to end up mattering or coming down to that, but both players are playing with a pretty good pace. And once you get to the point of blacking out games, you do have to know the very hards. I know that's, I know Kana at least has been trying to preach for players to make sure that they know the very hards in case they get into an endgame situation where they at least like need to know what to do.
Because I started to tell Sue about a dream that I had. I was fine when I didn't talk about the dream. But then I talked about it and I fucking lost it.
Camping all the 3's not on here for bosses? That's interesting. Okay.
Not that I have another 50-hour week. Ugh.
So looks like Luminant's just going through the gold disc route basically for this and not doubling up with the worms and stuff, because otherwise she'd have to go up higher, which is probably a good call. I think if you're in this direct. Also, I do hope the guy doesn't think that he killed the Cyber Owls boss because he killed one of them, because I am like 90% sure that on Congo you have to kill both bosses for that to count. I guess if anyone would like to confirm that real quick before that potentially ends up becoming a thing.
This one. Sweet Guzzle Baby is awful.
The boss in Block Koala, quote unquote, is level 50, where you end up shooting Flamingus out of the thing when you beat the level. It's really honestly just level 50 of Block Koala, but I think it's a fun boss to be able to kill because it's actually pretty fast, and especially when Worm 1234 is on the board, you just get to walk right there. So it looks like Guy is playing this pretty cautiously to make sure that he's able to grab the 5 extra lives. Basically just need to get up to 50k without dying, or up to 75k if you die once. We do have Kit Club knowers, because Guy is staying up in the top left corner, being the boy character, and getting the same quick bounce that Luminant was getting when she was on the right. Flamingus is an evil water thief, very true. Alright, so yeah, I think if you die, you'd probably just reset this goal if you're going for the goal directly. I think at this point, Guy's probably just trying to get the boss in here, and then pick up the quick 6-1.
Oh, I love her too.
Other quick bosses that are available outside of Flamingus are Star Wasper, Fistel, Minion Max for Luminant, Cyber Owls for both players. Because Guy was able to kill Maniac with a quick kill, but didn't kill the flying around in the helicopter. It does have 2 lives to get through the Kick Club boss here. Ball's in a weird spot, but just gotta wait for it to kind of hop out here, I think. Oh no! Okay, hold on. I'm gonna request a pause. Okay. So I need to check the VOD to confirm the guy didn't get the kill on the second half of that. And then also open the rules that I should have probably had open anyway. Twin bosses count as one boss, such as the stage 1 boss of Star Wasper. I didn't pause my timer. Hi Circle, how's it going? So the ruling question is if the players have to kill both halves of the Rock On boss. Camp 3, Minion Max, Rock On, Seaside, and Kick Club. Camp 3, Minion Max, not Cyber Owls, Kick Club, Camp 3. Did I not mark Seaside? Okay. Well, guy is confirming that he did not get Cyber Owls, and that was my... Oh yeah, I didn't mark Seaside, okay.
Okay, I'm deciding to make an upfront that.
Okay. So... Do I request the... I just do it from here, I think. Oh wait, no it doesn't, because that messes up the countdown. How do I... Okay. Okay. Oh, it's a minimum 10 seconds. Okay.
I have so many different pets in my like people and pets on Google Photos.
Okay, so Guy is now on level 4 of Beat 9 story levels, and we are going to see a head-to-head block koala race here. And unfortunately, Luminant is now 4 levels behind on that.
Oh my god, Kez.
So a guy will just need to pick up 5 of these early levels. Five or 6, actually. No, Luminant was the one that came back in for Flamingus and didn't actually get it. Okay, never mind. So, looking like Luminant is confirming the solutions for this. So I think the pause ultimately isn't going to end up impacting things. Just because it looks like Guy has practiced these opening things a bit more. And yeah, with the early block koala progress from beating the 3 eastern levels, this is effectively Guy doing 6 levels in the time Luminant's done all 9. And while it's not impossible for Luminant to come back on this, any amount of advantage in block koala is very helpful.
Oh my god, it was me in this. That's so funny.
So after this level, this will actually be Guy's 7th level in block koala, even though it's only displaying as 4, because he dipped out earlier and grabbed the 3 eastern levels. But it doesn't say when you have to beat the block koala levels, so... I was trying to push for the Flamingus boss for added synergy here, but it's okay. And meanwhile, Luminant does seem to know what to do for these levels, but unfortunately it's just kind of at a major disadvantage right now. And you can definitely tell Guy's practiced this goal because he's also comfortable just popping around the map as needed for this. Yeah, don't have too much to comment about block wall, at least in terms of like the gameplay itself, just because it's pretty clear the guy has practiced this based on the movement that he has for it. And Luminant definitely is doing a good job of like keeping pace in this round of it, but unfortunately those 3 levels the guy picked up earlier are probably going to end up being the major impact of this match, because now Guy just needs to clear out level 18, which has a lot of tiles, but if you know the exact movements, is pretty fast. Yeah, I may be practicing this route that a guy's doing here specifically because of how clean it is. Definitely knows his way around some blocks, which is definitely helpful in a game situation like this. Being able to push a bingo with a very hard that you're actually comfortable with is pretty big. And I think that's level 9 already. Probably just gonna confirm. And yeah, that's level 9 already. Okay. So luckily, shout out to Guy for helping keep track of the bosses that I apparently skipped, because I, for some reason, skipped Seaside, but... GG's.
GG's.
GG.
That was some very clean block wall at the end there, by the way.
Yep, I know some of the levels. Enough for that goal.
Yeah, you know 9. That's all you need to know.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a fun back and forth game. Sorry about the pause there. I was worried that you counted Cyber Owls when I just did straight up not mark Seaside on the tracker, so that was definitely on me.
I did 3 bosses in that.
Yeah,
What do you
you
mean?
had plenty of time in Seaside for me to have marked that, but I think that was the time where Luminant was trying to have the discs drown, so I was trying to commentate over that. But yeah,
Uh,
glad that didn't end up mattering, because uh, do y'all happen to know, by the way, if there's a way to unpause without doing the start down or the countdown thing again? Because it's not that big of a deal, but it's like,
Oh, I have no idea.
I don't know. No.
okay, I'll figure it out later. But yeah, really fun match. I'm glad that we got to see every game that got played. There was some ridiculous pilot quest in this game, even though that pilot quest square didn't get marked off, by the way.
Yeah, I got super unlucky with the blaster.
Yeah, I think Campus said that you basically ended up getting like the 2 farthest spawns away for that blaster run, even though you got into the wild zone like really, really early. Yeah, glad to see so much block qual, honestly. I like being able to talk over that game. It was just a good, efficient game from both of you. You guys obviously able to push that fast top row. Some good synergy and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was really good.
Yeah, it just fell out, basically.
Yeah.
I did the bosses in Rock on Island because I was like, oh, there's a bosses square. It's 6 different games. This is probably only a couple extra minutes. That's probably worth it, roughly, I think.
Yeah.
Uh,
I think it was. You don't normally get to see Rock On for bosses, so that was also pretty fun. But it was kind of funny that the first 2 like bosses that were marked off in this game were or the first 3, I guess, were Pilot Quest, Rakshasa, and Rock On, because I feel like those are not ones that you normally see.
Yeah.
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 Just good, clean game from both of you. It's very fun. I don't have too much more to commentate
That
on.
was super fun.
Yeah. Glad I was
Yeah.
able to cast this one.
There we go.
GG's to both of you. Definitely looking forward to seeing the rest. Oh, before we end the call, I need to remember to actually say this again. If anyone is interested in more bingo activity past playoffs and stuff, we are starting sign-ups for the Underground Bingo Tourney again in the next couple of days and stuff. So regardless of if you made playoffs or not, if you want to keep doing some bingo with getting to pick games and or band games and stuff, stay tuned for that, because I think we're starting sign-ups for that either tomorrow or Sunday.
Yeah, I think I got into playoffs whether I won or lost this match because Stu lost yesterday or
Yeah.
the day before or something.
Yeah, I
but,
think so.
Yeah. I think I'm now a higher seed, by which maybe 7th instead of 8th. I'm
Hey,
not sure.
you never know. That might be the difference.
I have 2 bingo wins now, so that might put me higher. Who knows?
Yeah, I think all the tiebreaker stuff is probably going to get figured out, I would guess, on either Sunday or Monday.
Yeah.
Yeah, GG's.
I didn't
That
even
was
start a
lots
poll
of
or
fun.
anything, I just started doing this.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for casting.
Of course.
Yeah.
Always happy to cast. And always looking forward to seeing what y'all do in the future. So, GG's.
Yep.
Alrighty, so for my stream side of things, we are going to keep streaming for a little bit longer. I will probably end